So the reason why I love knives, because knives itself are the most beautiful form of art that I've ever came across. Whenever back in like 2018, I had this pocket knife. It was like Higina Kami style flipper blade that claims to have D2 steel, which I just don't believe, you know. It was selling for like about £10, but it was a big knife. It was like huge. It was like this kind of image over here, you see it right there. And they don't sell that anymore, which is a shame, because if I had that right now, they'd be like, great, I got myself another Higino Kami, but it doesn't matter anymore, you know? It's a really nice knife. It's got a really impressive flipping time, but it was really heavy at the same time as well. Another thing is that this was basically my second knife. This was the Enlin ACR 13 MOV steel pocket knife that I just really enjoy have. And one the experience itself, learning about knife sharpening, learning about all these steels and stuff, learning about all the beauty and the form of how the steel is and how the angle of the blades is, you know. When you're like sharpening a knife, or when you're like positioning the stone to make the blade align well for the blade, that makes it beautiful. That makes it really work well. So learning it from Outdoors 55, learning it from Neve's knife, learning it from Metal Complex, learning it from this lady over here, it is a beautiful journey. It was like a beautiful road trip to explore from, and it's amazing. Like, seeing those YouTube channels, seeing their own pocket knives, and seeing everything right there, it is amazing. You will not believe the beauty of seeing those knives every single time, you know. Every single time you came across the YouTube channels. I got this pocket knife because this was recommended by Neve's Knives. And he was recommending the best kind of pocket knives available. And by Neve's Knives, he recommends this one here. This is basically the Ganzo FH924 pocket knife that you can get online from AliExpress if you like, if you're living in the UK. But with this over here, the design itself with a sheepfoot blade and a G10 handle makes it a perfect gift for anyone, including for yourself, because you got a really nice knife. Like, with the design itself, look at the beauty of this. Like, it's amazing. With the sheepfoot blade itself, that's really thick. You can cut for boxes, you can actually unbox and stuff, and it's a great blade itself, you know, because with that kind of stuff, learning about the finger flicks itself from my old pocket knife with my index finger, and learning it from the thumb flick system like this, it's nice to know more about the knife community. I love learning about the knife community and stuff because of what's going on, and it's great. Like, it's beautiful, you know. And with this over here, the clip, that clip right there is because of how it's recommended as a good choice itself. When you buy a knife and you have this clip here, the wire clip exists for a reason. So when you take it out easily, it doesn't affect your jeans. So with that, it's quite great, you know. Who are you? What are you doing in my house? I'm just messing around, but still, it's beautiful. Like, it's beautiful that you have an interest in knives. It's beautiful that you learn about materials and blades and stuff, because with knives itself, they're amazing. They're a nice hobby to have. They're a nice piece of art to collect for yourself, your friends or your family, for your loved ones. It's a really handy tool. Like, for every occasion you can think of, it is an amazing tool. Like, I'm not gonna lie. When you have a knife, when you have a very impressive tool itself, it is a great thing to have. And from all the lessons I've learned about knives itself, learning it from so many people out there, learning it from Outdoor 55's YouTube channel, when it comes to sharpening a knife and making it perfect, learning about him, it's an amazing journey. You know, it was an amazing journey to learn from, and it was a nice experience, you know, from learning about the steel, learning about the sharpness process and stuff, because I have this sharpening system that requires you to use a magnet to hold this blade in place for you to use the wheel and to remove the metal from this side and on that side. But it's basically a roller sharpener. Without any clips, you had to like stabilize with a stand. You don't have that kind of stuff, and it is something to like nice to have, you know, because sorry about that, my face is like really itchy at the moment right now. But with everything, knives when I was young, I got scared of knives, but I got really curious about this the thing itself, you know. And oh, sorry about that, my alarm just went off, so sorry about that. But whenever you're like young and you're learning about all this kind of stuff itself, you wanted to explore more about everything, because knives, they're like a great journey to learn from, and it's a great experience, you know. You learn from so many people out there, and you learn from yourself as well. It is a nice thing. And even my uncle wants me to sharpen his knife, because I'm good at it, by the way. I'm able to like sharpen my sister's knife, but it was bad, like with the blade itself. The blade was just poor, like damaged. Because if you're a knife sharpener, you will know this experience, because when you're sharpening a knife and you're sharpening it and trying to get the angle right, there's like basically a poorly formed knife with the blade itself. Because when the blade is like that normally, but when the blade is like designed at a different kind of angle itself, that makes the sharpening process really hard for me to get done. So there you go. And in the future, I want to expand this YouTube channel into a way where I can meet people, I can connect with people in a way that allow me to be more creative with my knife sharpening skills, and be able to like connect with other people out there. Because I would love to meet Alto35 so bad. I would love to meet him, you know. If I meet him in person and meet him and give him a handshake, I would thank him so much for all the lessons I've learned from his knife sharpening skills. So there you go. And from learning about his knife sharpening skills, trust me when I say this, he does a good job sharpening a knife, right? I'm not kidding at all. He does a really, really impressive job sharpening a knife. I'm not as good as him, because he can do it way better than I can. And when you're sharpening a knife, and when you're perfecting the blade's angle, he can do it better than I can. I'm not gonna lie. Let me show you an example here. Hold on, where's my receipt? Where's my receipt? Give me a minute. Where's the receipt exactly? Where's the receipt? Show me the receipt, please. Right, but I'll go for this instead, as an example. So, what you see here, strawberry dinos. You're like, dude, that's a kid's candy. But, no the sugar, because most of the thing is stuff like processed stuff, so. With that, you got that kind of result. Because I'll tell you this, I am a good knife sharpener. I'm a really good knife sharpener. I know how to sharpen a knife into a shaving sharp state, and I can do it better than anyone can. But I'm not as good as Alto35. But anyways, still, it is a great blade itself, you know. It is a great thing. Because I'll just show you an example here. That is maybe real fruit and it's gluten free. I love all these things, you know. Because I'll tell you this. Watch this. Because whenever I learned how to sharpen a knife, I learned that you have to sharpen it with a stone, and you have to refine the blade with a higher grit and use a leather strop. That's what I learned. And when you do that, you're able to cut through anything you can with ease. Like this. There you go. See? Easy peasy. There you go. Like that. And hopefully in the future, I'm able to like expand and grow my YouTube channel in a way that's gonna help many people as I can. But at the moment right now, I'm not able to do that because I don't have the finances for that with everything that's going on. Because I love knives, alright? I got money to spend on knives. But at the moment, I have to like focus on life right now. That's actually most important because of income reasons, that's why, to like maintain this channel. But still, really appreciate you watching this YouTube channel, and I really appreciate you watching this video because it allowed me to be more creative. And I've got other YouTube channels at the moment right now. I got one that's actually a music channel, on dark ambient. And if you want to take a look for yourself, you just click on this link below if you want to take a look for yourself. Okay, anyway, okay, my word structure is not that good with everything. I'm just not gonna be like, I'm not gonna lie anything, okay? My word structure is really bad because it's not that good. And it's not great. So that sucks. But still, really appreciate you watching this video, and have a nice day. Thumbs up.